It's the UK versus the US when Lorraine Sapper Hurst tries to bag a piece of the crag. Will she take it away, or will Chris the Speedster Brown and glorious Gabrielle Walls stop her?
Do you have it?
I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena. This is Nickelodeon Guts. Do you have it?
It takes a certain kind of person to keep the body working to the level of precision that's needed to be risen to the top. Do you have it? It takes a certain kind of something to keep the heart pumping, something everybody needs to achieve to succeed. You need a lot. Do you have it?
Do you have it?
Guts, the next generation where sports in space is a reality. Well, here on Guts, folks, we are training our athletes for the rigors of competition at 0G. They're going to be running horizontally around this track. Wait till you see this one. Let's go to our referee, Moira, Quirk, for the rules. Hey, Mo, how you doing today?
I'm feeling very well. We have a nice little transatlantic thing happening. That's good. Each of our players will race around the 0G track and fastest time wins. That's how it works. On your mark, get set.
All right, Lorraine Hurst will be up first as she goes over our transformer tubes and then right into the black hole. Good motion over our force field hurdle. She's coming out to the edge of nothing and a good spin around right there. She's making great time, staying horizontal and jumping out. She goes back into the second black hole. Great work for her. Nothing slowed her down in this event, folks. She stayed concentrated and thought horizontally the entire way, was very comfortable with that sideways position. Let's go to Mo and find out her official time. Mo.
Lorraine clocked in at 16.9 seconds.
As we see, getting into his position is Chris. His nickname's the Speedster. Looks like he's ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, and so the Speedster. Now the clock will start as they go over the starting line, not at the whistle right here, and having a little bit of trouble right there, slow back. Now you got to really stay centered in this event, folks, and you can see he's trying to stand up. He's trying to stand up. He's leaning forward a little bit right here. You don't want to lean forward or back. You want to keep your weight balanced. Continue to jump out. He handled that force field hurdle. The second one a little bit better right there. Let's go to Mo and find out his official time.
Chris clocked in at 20.8 seconds.
All right, folks. So take a look right here as he goes over the second hurdle, getting his position a little bit better right there, really jumping out far, and then he regained his momentum and came right across the finish line. Now, we do have our players lie horizontally for about 45 seconds to get their body reoriented. Looks like she's ready.
On your mark, get set.
Okay, folks, so getting comfortable with that sideways position. Gabrielle right over the transformer tubes and into the black hole. She's making great time right now. Having a little trouble. She's got to get her feet out and power herself across right there. So at the edge of nothing, a little bit of hesitation right there. She really must hustle in over the second black hole right there. You can see the black hole just sucking the energy out of our players right here. So leaning forward a little bit too much right there. Gabrielle had some trouble. So we will go to Mo and find out the official results for Gabrielle. Mo.
Gabrielle clocked in at 24.1 seconds, so that puts Lorraine in first place, Chris in second place, and Gabrielle in third place.
All right, folks, to have guts, you got to have what it takes inside to master the strength, the balance, and speed of a hanging chase. And right here, Gabrielle had a little trouble at the black hole, but continued to come across with the finish. And we will go to Mo and check out our leaderboard standings. Mo.
Well, Mike, first place in our events is worth 300 points. That goes to Lorraine in blue. In second place with 200 points, Chris in red. And in third place with 100 points, Gabrielle in purple.
That is just our first event of the day. We have plenty of events coming up today. Let's go to Mo and check out our event lineup. Mo.
Well, first up today was the Space Race 0G, and next is the international event, Rugby. We'll kick off our second half with the Base Path Obstacle Course Extreme Baseball, and then it's time for a Slam Fest with Slammer Jammer. And as always, Mike, the Mega Crag is last.
That's right, folks. The Mega Crag is last, and someone's going home with a piece of our awesome rock. It's the person with the most points at the end of all of our competition. But right now, Lorraine has come all the way from the UK to spill her guts.
Hi, my name's Lorraine Sapper Hurst and I'm 14 years old. My hobbies in sports leisure are being in the Army Cadets, abseiling and shooting. First time in the shooting, I won the second class marksman award and I am sports mad.
Well, Guts is going international. International, folks. That's right. Our players are going to be let loose on our floor because rugby has come to the Extreme Arena and balls are going to be flying all over the place. Our players are going to have to come scrambling just like that. They're falling from the air. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
At the sound of my whistle, our players will have 45 seconds to try and score as many goals as possible. The player who scores the most goals wins. Players, on your mark, get set.
All right, 45 seconds of scrambling after these balls right now. Scrum time right now. You see the power it takes and the reaction time for our players to go after the balls, pick them up, and then convert for the score. Right there, you can see purple having trouble. And red with the score. A little finger roll for the conversion. Blue with 2. That's the Sapper. Lorraine. There's purple. Just missing with the second throw. You see now, players must decide whether or not to run it back or to throw it back from where they are. Split-second decision-making needs to take place as red. You can see our players pushing and pulling. As they step one way, they will pull the opposite players the opposite way. And you can see right here, as time runs out, red with 2 more scorers on the ground, blue with 1. And so the power it takes to push and pull your way to every loose ball is completely exhausting. Combine that with the reaction time and the decision-making to score the most points. A lot on your mind in this event. Let's go to Mo and find out the results for rugby. Mo.
In first place was Lorraine, scoring 15 goals. In second place, Chris, scoring 10. In third place, Gabrielle, scoring 5.
Take a look right here as Chris goes for 1 and then falls back. You see just the determination it takes to score points in this event. Not very easy. And scrambling. We got Chris down here on the floor. Can you describe to us what it's like being out there on the floor in that event?
It's tough when they're all pulling. Just can't get back to the center.
All right, but you got a good amount of points. You got 10 on that one. You got 200 points for a second place finish. In fact, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Mo.
Well, now Lorraine has 600 points in first place. Chris is in second with 400 points. Gabrielle is in third with 200 points.
All right, hey folks, you come back. We're through with rugby, but we got more Mike and Mo halftime show and more events coming up. It's the Mike and Mo halftime show. I'm Mike, she's Mo, and this right here is Lorraine. And Lorraine has come all the way from Britain to compete here on Guts. Welcome to America.
Hi, welcome.
Now, Lorraine, tell us, you've been competing against American kids. How do they compare? Who's tougher?
British.
The British. There.
The British,
the
and she's already got 2 first-place finishes. Now, we always ask our kids here what Guts equals to them. What does Guts equal to you, Lorraine?
Do the best you can.
Do the best you can. All right. Well, Mo, I know you got to get back down to the field for our next event. And we've heard a little bit about you. But right now, Lorraine, could you tell Chris something?
Spill your guts.
Hi, my name is Chris Brown, and I like playing most sports, especially soccer and baseball. My favorite athlete is Fred McGriff because he's a good ball player. I also like playing roller hockey with my friends.
Trying to hit an inside the park home run has never been tougher. That's right, folks. It's extreme baseball. Let's check out what we have on our base pass today. You got the Ken Griffey Jr. swing all the way over to an elevated first base, then down the fire pole and through the elastic jungle. You're going to make it over to this column, up to an elevated second base, down that slide, and then over to third. You're up the cargo night, into the airbag right here. You keep on going all the way to home, up that wall, and do a neon Dion slide into home. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, our players will be timed from the batter's box to home plate. They must complete each obstacle before moving on to the next one. Best time wins. On your mark, get set.
So Lorraine's up first and deep drive. That's right, she's come to play baseball, the American national pastime, and she has hit a deep drive as she makes it through the elastic jungle. The outfielders are still chasing down the ball. And she, with the determination and grit to get through the elastic jungle and up the column to an elevated second base. She's making good time right now as our players are trying to track down the ball in the outfield. And they have it. Here's the throw to the cutoff man. They've missed the cutoff man. So, Lorraine up the cargo net trying to hold on and have the agility to make it into the airbag and continue to slide into home. Here's the throw. Oh, they bobbled it again. The pitcher's involved somewhere. I don't even know. They don't know what's going on at the field. Here's the throw. He's gonna try to run it in and tag her out. Let's go to Mo and get the official time. Mo.
Lorraine clocked in at 48 seconds even.
48 seconds even. So Chris is up next. We'll see what he can do.
On your mark, get set.
All right, Chris, the speedster, deep drive. On the Ken Griffey Jr. swing, he's swinging down the fire pole. Now, folks, a quick start in this event will keep up your confidence so you can set a fast pace and get through that, and he is just barreling through the elastic jungle. He's up the elevated second base right there, making his way up the column. This is where agility comes in, and he's having a little bit of trouble right here. He is not negotiating that obstacle very fast, but down the slide, he'll go up to the cargo net. Let's see if he can have some sure footing as he makes his way up the cargo net. He's up to the elevated third base and into the airbag. And as he rolls out, he's going to really have to hustle. He's got about 15 seconds to get up there. A little slip right there. Here's the slide. Here's the throw. Here's the play at the plate. Nice work. So he, now the leader, if that in his official time. Let's go to Mo.
Chris clocked in at 41.1 seconds.
Gabriel's up next. She has 200 points. She needs a great time.
On your mark, get set.
All right, folks, deep, deep drive right there. And Gabriel getting a good quick start right there down the fire pole. Let's see how she goes through the elastic jungle. Now, Lorraine went very low. Chris sort of took the middle road, and Gabriel is also taking the middle road right there. She is continuing to power herself through that. Good work using both her arms and her legs. This is the part where our other two players had trouble. So the agility to negotiate this column, find the proper holes to put your feet through, and get up on that elevated second base. She's losing precious, precious seconds right here. The time to beat, you see right there, 41.1. She's going to have to get up to third and then up to home in about 7 seconds. Doesn't look like it will be done. We will see. Lorraine had a time of about 48 seconds, and so she's got about 7 seconds to get if she wants. A little hesitation up there on the elevated third base right here. So you can see she's tired. This event takes a lot of speed and endurance. It is all the way around the track. A little slip right there, but she's okay. You can see she's got the grit and determination to give it a second try, and there she is. The strength, the power it takes. Oh, and falling again. She continues to make her way up there. And we will go to Mo after 1 minute. That will be the official time for the stop. So we stop the clock after a minute. She had made it there. We'll go to Mo and get the official ruling on that. Mo.
It was an incomplete time, but came in at 66.7 seconds. That puts Gabrielle in third place, Lorraine in second place, Chris in first place.
Chris, going into this event with 400 points, needed the speed to get a 300-point finish to put him right back into the game. He goes low, driving through the elastic jungle, finding the open holes. It may look easy. It's not. I've tried it myself. Fighting through those elastics as they stretch and twist every other way. We'll go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Well, right now, Lorraine is still in the lead with 800 points. In second place is Chris with 700 points. In third place, Gabrielle with 300 points.
I tell you, I can't even make it up here myself. But now it's time for Gabrielle to spill her guts.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Walls. I play softball and I run track, and on the weekends I go skating. 2 years ago, I received a blue ribbon in track, and in the future, I would like to become a marine biologist.
We'll see if Gabrielle can put her athletic capabilities to work in this next event. That's right, Slamma-Jamma. How does it feel to thunder dunk against Charles Barkley and come away with the Slamma-Jamma? We'll find out as our players strap on the elastic cords for this next event. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
At the sound of my whistle, each player will have 30 seconds to try and slam dunk as many baskets as possible, while the other two players try to reject their shot. The player with the most baskets wins. On your mark, get set.
All right, and so our players are going to be combining the offense and defense, and it looks like the score right there. I believe Chris in red might have knocked that ball in. As we see, again, another score for Lorraine in blue. Lorraine, a little slight hesitation getting back up on the bridge. She really has to get her leaping ability up on both ends of this event, and she puts another one in right off the rim right there. Her timing is phenomenal in this event as she goes up with another score. Faking out the other player. She has time to score one more if she hits the ground before the buzzer. And right there, doing fantastic work. It was like clockwork for Lorraine on that. Let's go to Mo and check out her score. Mo.
Lorraine scored 5 baskets, Mike.
All right, Lorraine, her nickname, Sapper. sapping the strength of other players. Let's see what Chris can do next.
On your mark, get set.
All right, Chris goes into this event trailing Lorraine. And there is the first score for Chris. He has 700 points. Lorraine has 800. He goes right back up and another thunder dunk right there. He's got great form and 2 scores with about 18 seconds left. There's a third. He's completely blowing away the competition right now. They're not even playing defense on these. Again with another score. Gabrielle in purple is over there having trouble, and Lorraine is not strong enough to reject those shots right there. So he has time to score one more and take the lead. And with no defense, he scores another and is now in the lead. You want to talk clockwork, that was what it was about right there. And so you see how important the defensive aspect is in this game right there. The other player's having trouble, and he just scored one after another. Let's go to Mo and get the results. Mo.
Chris scored 6 baskets.
All right, so we will see if Chris and Lorraine can get the reflexes to work as Gabrielle gets set to score.
On your mark, get set.
Gabrielle needs a good finish in this one. She goes into this event with 300 points, and the first one is slammed down their throats. She's back up for a second one, and Lorraine, no defense, and Chris not up there in time. She scores the second one, but she's got to hustle, folks. She only has 2, and she has 15 seconds to get. There's a third one. They're shaking the rim all over the place. Oh, she's having trouble. Oh, this is going to really hurt her, folks, because she only has 7 seconds to score 2 more. She was doing great work. She goes up and scores a 4th one on that. She has 2 seconds to get 1 more. If she can hit the ground before the buzzer. Oh, and no. So, folks, you see how important getting back up there, the speed to get back up to the aerial bridge, grab another basketball and put it through the hoop. Hurt Gabrielle right there, but all of our players doing some magnificent slamming work on that. Let's go to Mo and get the score. Mo.
Gabrielle scored 4 baskets, so that puts Chris in 1st place, Lorraine in 2nd place, and Gabrielle in 3rd place.
Take a look right here. Our leader scoring 6 thunder dunks in this. He was all form, this guy, Chris. Needed a good finish in this one and certainly proved it right there with 300 points on that one. Let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Well, now Chris has 1,000 points, so does Lorraine, and Gabrielle has 400 points.
All right, you got defense, you got offense. You're blocking that out of the way. You climb the crag, look up, look down, crag coming up. Welcome back to Guts, folks, our international competition, the UK versus the USA. What's the score? Let's check out our leaderboard. Mo.
After 4 events, Lorraine in blue and Chris in red are tied in 1st place with 1,000 points each. And in 3rd place with 400 points, Gabrielle in purple.
So that's a look at where they stand. Now let's see how they got here. And as you take a look at 0G, this is Chris going right over the black hole, over the force field hurdles, doing good work right here. And then we take a look at Lorraine coming through the edge of nothing and continuing to power her way through our 0G track. She had great form. She took 1st place. We go right into rugby right here as we take a look at Gabrielle. Just missing one right there, and that's Lorraine in blue. She went back and with good form held on, putting a number of conversions in, and she took 1st place in this event also. We go into extreme baseball and rolling out of the airbag in nice form. That was Gabrielle. She went on to finish, and we see Chris. That's him making his way through the elastic jungle. He took 1st place in this event because he had tremendous agility. Then we go into slamma-jamma. There's the thunder dunk right there with Gabrielle. All of our players doing great dunking work right there, but 1st place was with the thunder dunk. That went to Chris. And folks, the competition has been hot so far. Now it's about to get even hotter. In fact, the competition here on Guts is so hot, our crag's taking on a new molten color. Check this crag out. That's right, folks. It's the Mega Crag. And now it is mega sharp, mega large, and mega challenging. From its very core, the shard zone has erupted into a tangled mass of petrified lava. And now as our players try to make their way up that labyrinth and lock in on that final actuator, they will encounter Stone Ledge. There it is. You see the fog rolling off. They're up in the clouds when they hit Stone Ledge. Also, they will trigger obstacles like snowstorms, floods, and nuclear flying crystals, trying to fight their way through the smoke, the fog, the snow, and get to victory at the top of that crag. Our players, as they stand, waiting for the buzzer, waiting for the whistle to start the climb up Boulder Canyon and make their way up. We'll hear the sound and fury of a dormant volcano ready to blow. I hope our players are ready. Let's go to Mo. Mo!
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must light up each of 8 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of the targets, including the final one at the peak of the crag, will receive first place points. Mike.
And first place points, they have skyrocketed in this event. Third place being worth 375 points, second place 550, and first place 725 points. We have a tie between Chris and Lorraine going into the crag. Gabrielle right behind. Will she get to the top first? 725 points on the line. The Guts Gold, the crag, a piece of our crag trophy to take home. Who will be the winners? I think our players are ready. Let's kick it off. Mo.
Players, on your mark, get set.
And with that whistle, begins to climb up Boulder Canyon. Bragging rights and great feats of athleticism taking place right here on our Guts Mega Crag. As you see the snow, the smoke, Gabrielle has missed an actuator. She goes back and hits it. And there's Lorraine as she continues her climb and enters into the shard zone. One of the most difficult portions of the Mega Crag. You see right there. That's Chris in red and Lorraine in blue. They're both at the same part. Right there, they're going up against Stone Ledge. Who's it gonna be at the top? UK or USA? At the top of the crag, you take a look at Gabrielle. At the top first, who's it gonna be? It looks like Chris, all alone, at the top. And Gabrielle looks to have missed another actuator. She's going up. This is for second place. As Lorraine locks in second. And Gabrielle in third. Let's go to Mo for the results. Mo.
In third place on the Mega Crag, Gabrielle in purple. In second place, Lorraine in blue. In first place, Chris in red.
Take a look at the replay right here. High score going into the crag, first actuator, and a whole bunch of surprises. You see the snow, the nuclear flying crystals dropping, trying to follow these players and drag them down as they make their way up that maze. You see right here, the crag completely exploding. Dormant volcano ready to blow. It blew up right here as our players tried to climb. And then at Stone Ledge, our new portion, Chris had no problem as he went right up top. Said, hello, 700 points, 725 points, I'm taking them with me. That's right, I want a piece of the crag, I want the Guts Gold. That's what he said, I believe he got it. Let's go to Mo for the final leaderboard. Mo!
Yes, the Mega Crag deciding everything today. In third place overall, Gabrielle in purple, 775 points. In second place, Lorraine in blue, 1,550 points. Our winner today, Chris in red, 1,725 points.
And so the bronze will go to Gabrielle in purple. The silver to Lorraine, traveling all the way across the Atlantic to take home the silver medal. She should be very proud. And the gold will go to Chris. The Guts Gold and a glowing piece of our awesome rock. Our international competition, our players showing yet again the guts they've got. No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids got guts. Do you have it?
Guts!
Guts to say, guts to drive, equals energy, so you strive. Guts to strength, guts to power, equals bravery, equals power. So ask yourself,
Do you have it?
Guts was recorded in front of a live audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida.